Let's just see if it can even do it. I mean, I would be surprised. You have got to be kidding me. Guys, we're actually going to do a skin fade into this. He joined a boy band and he grew his hair out, but now we're going to do a skin fade here. But before that, I'm going to give these trimmers the test of a lifetime, and we're going to test some of the strongest trimmers in the industry and just see if they can cut right through the stuff. How do you guys think they're going to do? All right, let's get it. Okay, guys, let's get this neck strip on him, because he is wearing a sweatshirt underneath, which means that it would be really easy for me to get that thing full of hair. So I'm going to use my neck guard, my Zuka neck guard. You guys can use my link, save 20%. But today we're going to rock with the blue one. Since he's a Dolphins fan and I want to make sure I intimidate him by putting a Bills color on him.
Y'all are going to get dicked on next year. Town.
You're right, you're right.
Jordan Poyer's leaving.
Good riddance.
Stephon Diggs is probably going to leave.
Man, listen to this guy talking crap about the Bills before I cut his hair. That is not smart, bro. All right, let me get the trimmers. You guys, let's give this test of ridiculousness a try. I have the Instincts from Gamma. We have an X Pro blade on here, and it also has the one cutter. And I would never recommend doing this, but since we're going to get rid of all this hair anyways, let's just see if it can even do it. I mean, I would be surprised. You have got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh my God, it did.
Dude, like nothing. Okay, if it can do that, you have no idea how thick this hair is, yo. If it can do that, all right, let's see if the Sabres can do that. All right, same blade, so actually a good test. I imagine this probably can't do it. It's just a guess here. Let's see. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. You would never do this. All right, I'm gonna take this as an Instinct. It has a taper blade on it. I'm just gonna use that to kind of build some weight right here. You hear it speeding up. I can push it down into that hair. I'm gonna do a little clip over comb to reduce the amount of work I gotta do. I got the Zuka combs. And I'm just going to go ahead and start getting rid of some of this bulk here. I know that more is going to come off. I forget which side we parted it on, but it don't really matter yet. But,
No, I started parting in the middle, which I don't like.
Yeah, and you're going to have to defeat that hair. Like, you started to kind of train your hair by having it so long. So you're going to have to kind of, start to train it back a little bit. Now we got a little bit of this bulk out of our way. Let's go ahead and let's cut the top. See if we can get that laying the way we want. But you know what? It's so messy on the bottom. I think I'm going to fix the skin line now and put it where we need to. So I'm going to grab my setback trimmer. This trimmer's not set as close as the rest. And that's going to make my line a lot less harsh to deal with. So when you come up with your trimmer, that's going to cut closer. When you come down with your trimmer, you're coming with the grain. That's going to leave a little bit more length. That's why you see me kind of stamping them in like that. And then I come back underneath and I kind of feather it back in so that now I got a really easy line that I can remove simply. And it keeps me in track, like exactly where I want my fade to start from on both sides. So I'm just going to finish this up. Bring this around about halfway, and I'm going to jump over to the other side. You guys haven't seen my video where I showed you guys why I have everything set up the way I do. Like, this is my further trimmer, this is my setback trimmer. I set up my clippers, my trimmers, and everything in a certain way so that I literally have a tool that can hit every length, and I could easily blend any fade out. We got the Rebel shaver. We'll try it on this side, and then I'm gonna use the FX3 on the other side, and we'll see if, like, his hair is so thick that honestly, almost any shaver is gonna struggle a little bit with this thick of hair. I mean, even on the sides, normally the sides are a little bit easier, but when your hair is as thick as his, I just like to leave the head a little bit, reduce a little pressure towards the top here, just kind of flick out, and then down here you can push as hard as you want. We want to get rid of all that. We don't care about, you know, the blend down here. We can get rid of it. We've seen what the Rebel can do. Let's try the FX3. FX3. Let's see what it does to this thick hair. Oh, geez. What does this feel like to you?
I don't know. Still the same as the other one, to be honest. A little bit more power, I guess.
I felt like it's dragging a little bit more. Like I just did this little section here, and that's what it took to get that section. Let's go back to the Rebel for a second. You feel any difference?
No.
I feel like this blade on the Rebel is feeding the hair better, but the power of the FX3 is definitely a little bit noticeable. I mean, realistically, if you can't pick a winner out of these two, I would wind up just getting the cheaper one. All right, let's try the Cadillac. Y'all ready? You're going to feel the difference now. $434 shaver. Smooth. Real smooth. For this type of money, cost you your right arm, but very hard to blend with this machine though, because you can't really see it that well. So I go kind of like close to the top, and I'll switch back to one of my boxes. But also doesn't cut as close as a box foil. But this thing can actually cut really long hair too. So, you know, for like wide areas on the head, a lot of times I'll use this. Like if I wasn't testing these, I would have used this across the back of the head first. But it's definitely not close enough. So we're gonna go back to the Rebel and we'll finish the job. Phase 1 complete. He's completely debulked. Was a hell of a job. And phase 2 is complete with some of the clip rubber comb. So we move into phase 3 and we're going to cut the top. We're going to see if we can start combing it into the hard part, like figure out which side. This side. We'll come back here, heavy breathing. You hear this guy?
You fucking better get me one.
This guy getting all excited.
Still got my clippers.
Still your that's my clipper. If I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this is what the front looks like, this is what it's doing. It almost looks like it would part really easy right around here. We never could do that before because we were always lopping off that other side.
Yeah.
So like now we actually have an opportunity to pick a good spot for a hard part that's actually gonna flow with your colic. That's what the challenge is. Like anybody could cut a hard part in there, but like you gotta have some flow with the colic. So my vote is this way.
Alright, that's fine.
But what if we try it your way now?
Ah.
See what happens, dude? It's standing up because of that colic. I'm gonna go with my gut here. I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary up. We're going on this other side. I think this is actually gonna work out better for us. So let's find that good spot to part it where I'm not gonna be doing any fight with the colic. We won't take a crazy amount off the top at first. His hair's gonna need time to relax. I think I could take about half of this off for now. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to use some gel to get your hair to go over still, because it's so used to being long. Well, time to crack open them gel cans again. Start down the center here. I'm just gonna pick up that hair beside it, and I'm gonna actually point cut. You see how that point cutting is gonna get that hair to lay over a little better, naturally. You want to do everything you can to get your client's hair to lay naturally, and then when we add the products, it's going to be that much easier for him, you know, when he goes forward with it. So on this side, same thing. I'm going to over direct this forward a little bit so I can get any of these long hairs. Okay, we'll put the shears down for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna blow dry this a little bit into the shape that I want it. Really, bro? Yo,
God damn, he's got a hair.
these guys are crazy, bro. Really?
Done by the saber.
You see these little X's here? Jesus, Star. You got some serious back hair, bro.
Yeah, I do.
Now, I'm actually going to grab some gel and I'm going to put it in place. Perfect. All right, now I got that part where I want it. Grab one of these trimmers. We got things falling into place. The hard part is in. Everything is cool. I had to use a little gel just to make sure that I'm in the right spot. And now it's time to knock out this blend. Let's get started. Phase 4, the blend. Okay, I'm going to start with my taper blade on my instincts. I love holding them kind of like on the side a little bit for this step. I want to get this blend done into my clipper over comb length pretty easy. Taper blade is going to help me with this seed scooping motion. I need to make sure that I hold it flat at the very bottom and then scoop out towards the top to soften up any lines I might create up there. Notice I'm never really leaving the head. I'm sort of rocking back and forth on the head. Getting Transformation of the Year award goes to Daniel. Couple of strokes at the very bottom, just really holding it flat, making sure that you're getting that open taper length. So next, I'm going to worry about the line up top. Gamma now has a tight one guard. So I'm going to put the tight one guard on, and I'm going to open this 2 clicks, which is just halfway open. And I'm going to pretty much repeat that same step. Now I like to do this halfway open because it's sort of like a tester step. So like right now, if I want to close it a little bit, which I do, I can. I want to close it all the way, I can. If I want to open it some, I can. It's just like it's sort of like a tester step. I got it halfway open, halfway closed. And I kind of bounce around a little bit now. So let me go back to the 2 clicks, continue this all the way around the head. Really like to stay uniform with what I do around the whole head. That's starting to look good. I want to preserve some of that darkness up there so that it shows in my blend and it creates some contrast. I'm going to flip back to some clipper over comb now to further make this connection to the top. When I do that, I like to have like a fade blade or a vapor blade or something that cuts really close. You'll see how I use that. I'm just going to set it in and cut what sticks out. That's the angle I want. That's the connection I want. love doing this vertical move with the clipper over comb because I can kind of see right where them dark spots are, and I can kind of work them out without using any guards, nothing like that. As you can see, this blend's starting to come together pretty nice. So let's start working on the actual skin line. All right, the skin line's kind of harsh, so I'm going to stay with the Vapor blade. I'm going to open it one click, and I'm only going to use the corner down at the bottom. Just 1 or 2 teeth. I mean, that's the feeling. Whether I'm using more or less, I don't know, but I'm just pretty much using a few teeth as I chip away at the line. Never want to really hold it flat here because it's just so easy to make a mistake. I like what that did. I'm going to close that all the way closed now. Really just trying to stay right where I put that original line in now. Now I'm going to start opening it little by little. Same thing, just hanging a few teeth. If you make a little line or something, it's okay. That's why we're only using 1 or 2 teeth. You're just going to keep clicking until you open it all the way. That connection's starting to look good. I'll switch over to the half guard. I'm going to do it halfway open. I'm, again, just using a few teeth here. It may look like I got the whole thing down, but the truth is I got enough room here to slip my other finger right in behind it. Open it and close it as you need it. Like as you're chasing down each dark spot, just kind of pay attention to what you're doing, and you'll know whether you need to open it or close it based on what the outcome is. This growth pattern is a little funny right here. It's growing kind of down this way. So I want to try to come against the grain the best that I can. We also have a 1 tight guard. That was the guard that I used earlier. I'm going to return back to the 1 guard just because I don't want to make any mistakes. I really see this coming together, and I'm going to just see what I can do with this 1 guard on here. Now it's kind of when the magic happens, and this is why I need a taper blade. Now I'm going to open this up all the way. This is going to give you a really soft and forgiving cut. You're usually not going to make mistakes with this guard, with this blade. The way that it's shaped and the way that it cuts, it'll afford you some margin of error, which is why I love the taper blade, and I absolutely need to have one on my station at all times. If for this process or for nothing else, there's so many ways you can use this. Now I got my setback trimmer. That's really going to help me to buff out any little margin in between. Where I went with my electric shaver, where I went with my harsher trimmer, everything like that. Sometimes you'll think the problems are up there, but really the problems are down here. Now I got my closest cutting trimmer, my saber. My gold saber is my closest cutting trimmer. And it could really match lengths with my electric shaver well. But it could also make a mistake if I'm not careful. My little secret weapon right here. You need to be able to see what I'm doing. So I got this single foil. I can kind of blend and buff that out a little bit. That thing is looking airtight. Now I'll put my line. Switch over to my Rebel for fun. Let's test this wall half guard against the tight guard. gonna tell the rest of your band, dude, when they see this. With all your hair gone. They're gonna kick you out of the band, bro.
Oh well.
Right as you were just about to make the lead singer. They tried and did what it's supposed to do. I gotta say, man, I love the shape of this little trimmer. All right, you guys, that's the transformation of the week right there. The boy band is throwing them out, but it couldn't look any different. We did the hard part on the better side. I think I got the flow down. And the Zuka neck guard, man, check it out. It really did do what it's supposed to do. All these long hairs are still attached. Everything is sticking to that. And now all I got to do is just shave off his neck. But, if you guys learned something from this video, if you like this type of content, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up, share it to somebody who might need to know this. I'll catch you guys in my next video. This is the YouTube Barber Academy. I'm Mr. Eddie Barber, and I'm out of here. Peace.